Fake news hurts everyone. Not only those that fake news is attacking, but also those who are purveying that fake news. The purveyors of fake news are also damaged by this kind of. She should choose her sources of information. She should fire her staffer who gave her that information.
Thank you, Mr. President. Next question from Rafi Ayeng, Daily Tribune.
Good afternoon, Mr. President. Your critics, particularly your sister, Senator Amy Marcos, are accusing you of conniving with the House of Representatives and Senate for a constitutional assembly that would extend your term via no election scenario. You already addressed this earlier, Mr. President, by means of a facial expression only. May we officially get an explanation or comment on this issue? And can you elaborate on that eye roll?
I don't know. I mean, she should fire her staffer who gave her that information. Because, you know, the fake news hurts everyone. Not only those that fake news is attacking, but also those who are purveying that fake news. The purveyors of fake news are also damaged by this kind of. She should choose her sources of information better. Because the truth of the matter is we have never at any point even spoken about this anywhere with anyone at any time. So I don't know. I mean, it is, well, that's, kayo, nasa media kayo. Alam naman ninyo ang nagiging epekto ng fake news. Yan. That's a perfect example. Fake news is a corrosive influence on all in all sectors of society, in political, in the economics, in actual human relations, etc. And if you're not part of the solution, you become part of the problem. And that is a perfect example of that.
Salamat po, Mr. President. The next question from Ivy, Billionario.
Hi, Mr. President. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sir, are you still satisfied with Secretary John Vickermuli as the ING chief, given the strings of fugitives of justice being able to go past law enforcement?
But yes, I don't know why that rumor went around. I think somebody wants his job. Kaya kinakalat na matatanggal na siya para siguro ang inaasahan nila sila ay mailagay. Pero wala kaming pinaplano na ganun. The only latest change in the cabinet was in Dole. Because Secretary Benny has asked to take a step back. He has some issues that he has to deal with. And so we have appointed a new cabinet secretary for Dole, which was former Senator Francis Tolentino.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Sir, just to follow up.
Okay.
Sir, just on the Senate matters po, Senator Dante Marcoleta said that the Senate presidency of Alan Peter Cayetano is the only one without Malacanang's blessing. What can you say about that?
Malacanang doesn't give a rubber stamp to the Senate President. The Senate President is decided by the senators themselves. I mean, of course, we are aware of the goings on in the Senate because it's important to us to be well informed. But is he implying that I somehow choose the Senate President? I think you ask any senator, ask me as a former senator, I will laugh in your face because that's simply not true. Utusan mo yung senador na ito yung buboto mo. parang out of this world yata yung mga usapang ganun.
Salamat po, Mr. President. We have last two questions, Mr. President, from Evelyn Quiroz of Filipino Mirror.
Good afternoon, Mr. President.
Good afternoon.
Naglaps na po yung 1-year ban on losing candidates. Meron po po tayong ina-expect na ibang appointments in the coming days?
Possibly. Kasi nga yung nagban na nga yung one year ban, naglapse na yung 1-year ban for candidates that did not make it in the last election. Marami namang magagaling dyan. I'm not talking just the senatorial candidates. Maraming iba na tumakbo for whatever position na sa palagay ko magagaling at makakapag-contribute sa pamahalaan. So don't be surprised if we get more appointments from those candidates who ran in the last election who didn't make it. Sayang naman. We have to get the best talent that we can. Yes. So yes, that's a natural progression.
Thank you, Mr. President.